Right, so I've done 5 modern cube drafts so far in the latest incarnation, and I've won 2 of them, so not awful. What do we have here? Kaya's Guile. Yeah, there's some interesting things going on in this cube. Utopia Sprawl is one of the 1-drops you have to get your hands on. Young Pyromancer to go into some blue-red spells deck. Restoration Angel, I don't know how many things this pairs with so well, but yeah, it doesn't work with let's see, it doesn't work with Splinter Twin. Yeah, tough. I don't know what to pick here. I guess it's kind of just what you're feeling, and Young Pyromancer is good in certain decks that I like. I wasn't really thinking mono red aggro. Certainly that's a possibility, given the next pick here, which is Fire Drinker Satyr. Another option is take Dark Confidant, which I always forget is legal in Modern. And again, try to be kind of aggressive and just play early, impactful spells. As opposed to big combo spells that lose you the game. Yeah. What else here is like the real deal? Shelduck Isle could be an option. And Riftwing Cloudskate is also pretty good. What are we feeling? I'm feeling dark. By no means does this commit us to anything, but it gets our foot in the door. Okay. Porphyros. Porphyros plus Young Pyromancer, that is one good option. I don't know what all the big token makers are in this format, but we have Young Pyromancer, so I think we can try Porphyros. Really, it's just a mono-red deck card. But you could go white-red and make a bunch of token makers in that color. Or even blue-red, I mean, if you get the right token makers. Yeah, I kind of want to build around this. I mean, it's difficult to deal with threat. It can pump all your things. Just not sure about exactly how this is going to end up. Goblin Guide. Maybe we are just going to be mono red aggro. It's a good pickup for it. Wildfire. And there's just not much else here. Hangerback Walker works kind of well with Porphyros, but not extremely well. Like, it's still a bit of a setup cost. I'll take Goblin Guide. One of the better things you can be doing. Thunderbreak Regent. Definitely a powerful creature, but it's a little underwhelming for cube. There are better 4-drops in mono red. Maybe Porphyros is not one of them. It just depends on what kind of deck you end up building. Spell Bomb, no. Maybe Incinerate. We do need to start picking up spells if Young Pyromancer is going to be any good. Ideally, we would get sorceries that generate tokens, and then we'll have more synergy, but I guess I'll take this. No more red, huh? No more red this pack. So what can we do? We've got to hedge our bets here. Mardu is really unlikely to get into. Potentially blue-red. Like Search for Azcanta. Brawl's expertise is a bit too expensive for what it does. When bouncing creatures doesn't matter that much. If this could bounce planeswalkers, it would be better in this cube. But I will take Search for Azcanta. We might just go into a spells deck if we can't do what we're trying to do here. Legion's Landing, that's the other option, right? Go white-red tokens instead of blue-red spells. Progenitor Mimic, a little bit too far off color. And then Rakdos's Return, which works nicely with Dark Confidant. It can hit a Planeswalker, discard their whole hand. It works with Pyromancer. Oh no, what have I done? Another option, Yawgmoth with the Sacrifice Outlets. Protection from humans. It's too heavy black, though, for what we have going on so far. Inspiring Vantage would have been a neat pickup if we went the token maker route, but I don't think that's what we're doing. Chalice and Scrounger. Oh, thank goodness for muting. Sneezing. I'll take Scrounger. A 3/2 is exactly what you want in an aggressive deck. Gutshot might be okay, but if this turns out just to be an aggro deck, then this is what we'll need. Fight with Fire. Too expensive, and it's too expensive even for the removal half. I would rather have less damage but less mana and can hit a player. So how about, is it Viceroy? And then blue-red is still open. Fire Drinker Satyr's back. That is a good signal to us that mono-red is open. Honor of the Pure. Maybe mono-white is open too. Gifts Ungiven, Terramander. I'll take Terramander. Pretty sure we're going to end up in mono-red, but if we end up in blue-red spells, we have a couple cards for that. Pretty easy Wind Brisk Heights here. Lifebane Zombie's good if you're like a heavy red aggro deck, but this is kind of like a good colorless aggro card. Spellbomb. I don't really want Spellbomb, but maybe I do want Field of Ruin. Why not take the shock thing there? It's expensive for a shock, and it's only really good if you have some artifact synergy. It's Legion's Landing Wheels, wow. Yeah, we're not going to play that because we missed one of the best cards for that deck. And we open one of the best cards for that deck, but again, we'll leave that to someone else. Shivan Fire only deals to a creature, so that does limit it. The Vista is actually really good. It's normally what I use the fetch lands for in a monocolored deck anyway, just a bit of thinning. So it's really the same as a fetch land in a monocolored deck. I'll take the Ferocidon though. Pretty nice. Oh yes, Goblin Rabblemaster. And everyone's playing Golos. Doesn't matter if I'm in Cube or M20 draft. Everyone has it. Rabblemaster. Yeah, that's the premium 3-drop in this deck. And nothing else in the pack. Certainly don't want to be pyroclasming my own creatures. Though, maybe it's a good card in the mirror. And you find a lot more mirror matches in League play than you do in pod play. Museum Mortars, not a great pack. Bedlam Revelers takes a very devoted spells deck to make it any good, and we're not close to that. So is this pack just bad? I might take Museum Mortars, or we could consider picking up a card for the sideboard. I mean, Mortars, as a 2-drop, it's a little inefficient, but it does usually kill a creature, so maybe that's good enough. Signet versus Hazaret. How quickly do we empty our hand? I don't know, it probably wheels anyway. I'm not sure if we want the Signet though. What does this help us do? We don't have any artifact synergy. It just helps us miss a 2-drop. But I feel like Hazoret might wheel. I'll take Hazoret. We'll just be the red gods. Still not excited about playing black or blue. Not after picking up these 1-drops. Maybe black is a decent splash since we have this Scrap Heap Scrounger. Oh, is there anything good here? Sword of War and Peace and Keranos. Bonfire is one that like is really good when it's good, but it's not always good. So give me my lightning bolts over this any day. Manic Vandal does miss a lot in this cube, but I don't know. Sword of War and Peace versus Keranos. I guess we'll take the sword because it's unbeatable in the mirror, and it does a lot of damage regardless. Pyromancer. I kind of want a 2-drop instead. 4 damage to a creature. It's just a 2/2 and Magma Jet. Seasoned Pyromancer. How did M20 go? It went well, we learned a lot. I did end up going 1 and 2. And the only deck I beat was the sweetest deck in the field, some 5-color Golos deck with elementals and about 6 rares plus as many mythics. A tough one here, but I think we need a 2-drop, and that's going to be Magma Jet. Sorry, big monster. Firecraft is good. 3 damage for a spell. 4 damage for a spell, rather. So, yeah, my deck just seemed underpowered, but I think all the cards I saw in the draft were underpowered compared to some of the decks we played against. So maybe something else was open that I didn't catch on to. But it was fun. I mean, it seems like a deep format. What did I draft? Black, green, Overrun. I realize it's not called Overrun. Overcome. And a little bit of graveyard synergy with the vultures to mill ourselves and the undead servants. And pulses. Yeah, Marauder's Axe on flyers. We just got outclassed, though. Ooh, Crasher. Yeah, he didn't miss too much, just me floundering about trying to learn a new format. Shivan Fire's back. White aggro apparently open as well. Pyroclasm, don't want to play against it. Actually, Brutality is even worse to play against. Kill your creature, mill your removal spell, and then gain 2 life. It's like, okay, how can I come back from that? Reveler. The good news is we're wheeling all the red cards. The bad news is no red cards are being opened. The synergies are stronger in other colors. Yeah, I wasn't necessarily aware of the synergies, so it was difficult for me to draft them, but I picked up on minor synergies. And based on what our opponents were doing, it showed me a bit about what was possible. Maybe I should have taken Dreadbore there, but our Signet's not wheeling anyway. Any black or red player would love to play the Signet. And if no one's in black, then no one... Wow, Pyromancer's back. This is a great sign for next pack, because if someone else was mono-red, I mean, they would have just taken the 2-drop red card. Easy. Lightning Strike versus Crater Maker. Crater Maker is good in this format. Lightning Strike might disappear, because a blue-red deck might take They might pass Pyromancer but take Lightning Strike. I'll take Lightning Strike. It's more expensive than I would like, but we do have some spell synergy. Now we have even more spell synergy with the Swift Spear. We money drafted though. We got Leyline of Sanctity and Lotus Field. Though it'll take some time before Leyline of Sanctity gets back up to 10 tickets. I think it's about 2 right now. Four damage to target creature. How about Goblin Siege Gang? Or Siege Gang Commander. I'm making up card names here. Flame Slash. Yeah. If you're gonna get a 5-drop, this is a good one. Not bad at finishing the game. Oh wow, especially with Porphyros. Lotus Field, popular and modern. I love that it has hexproof because that gets around a lot of the investment risks you're making there. Another good 5-drop here is Sword. And yeah, we'll do Windbrisk Kite. Well, no. I'm thinking, oh yeah, we'll easily be able to attack with 3 creatures. True, but we're not going to be able to add white mana, so it's not free. Unless we get some red-white shocks or something. Glory Bringer. A very expensive Chandra. And Mutavault. Mutavault, does that have any synergy with our creatures? Sometimes it does. Yeah, it has synergy with Goblin Rabblemaster. And Siege Gang Commander. And I don't want more 5-drops. I'll take... I mean, the dragon's gonna wheel anyway, but we have 2 good 5-drops already. I consider Sword a 5-drop. It's a 5-drop with upside that you can cast it earlier, but it really makes the most sense to play everything else out on curve and then attack in with this, unless your opponent is a red deck that can't beat it. Lavamancer over Abrade. Lavamancer is a great reason to pick up fetches in a monocolored deck. Maybe it even makes Field of Ruin better. Ire Shaman. Menace 2-1. And then a late game flip to play a land or something. And the flip is really reasonable. 4 mana 3/2 Menace, or a 1 mana investment later to, you know, look at your top card. I think that's worth it. Burst Lightning. This is so much better than Shivan Fire. It's just so much better. Right? It's the same thing except this only hits creatures. Yeah, I'll take that. That's a good 5-drop. Sometimes you just need 4 damage to a player. And it's a shock, so Burst Lightning's great. Incinerate, Lightning Strike, Magma Jet. We do need Lightning Bolt. That would be wonderful. Wondrous. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what's going on in Standard to know if Lotus Veil is going to be any good anywhere. But yeah, that was even worth a ticket or 2. So despite me not prizing out at all, I did pick up some tickets worth. I'll usually treat Ire Shaman as a 2-drop. It's nice if you have another 2-drop, because then you can play that instead, and then Ire Shaman has some value later, but unlike in a slower format, I think you just want to play this out. And if it gets in 2 damage and trades with a card, that's more than enough. or if it makes them double block it when you have other attackers. That's pretty good too. Flamewake Phoenix. That's a nice one that I haven't been able to play in cube for a while. Oh, maybe that's because this isn't the one I was thinking of. But we do have Porphyros and we do have Hazaret, so maybe we can get that coming back. The Czech lands are rotating out, so standard will slow down. Yeah, if food makes any impact, and I think it will with the goose and so forth. It should slow things down as well. Throne of Eldraine. Fun looking set. Cratermaker. I did expect it to wheel, and here it is. Our 3-drop slot is getting stacked. I'm going to start separating out burn. Yeah, we need to pick up some more burn. That's what it looks like. Lightning Bolt would be perfect. The, I don't know what else there is, actually. Definitely Clarion. No, I don't think so. I don't want to play against threads, but maybe it's not the worst thing. Whip Flare. We do have light. Oh, I missed. Yeah, I missed that. Yep. 3 2-drops. I could see playing Mizium Mortars. 4 toughness is often a lot to get around, and this gives us a good way to do it. Flame Slash. Yeah, we'll play some of this stuff. Flame Slash and Mortars can get in. It's awfully likely our opponent has some targets. Might want one more card. We might not get there. Damnation. Can we beat Damnation? I don't know. We can't beat much of this stuff, but it doesn't mean we're going to play against it. Bedlam Reveler. I don't think that's what we want. Discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. But yeah, we just don't have that many instant and sorceries. It's mostly creatures. Hopefully it's enough devotion for Porphyros to be any good. Condemned. Looks like that's about it. That is about it. So our deck is really just the red cards that we ended up getting. Forget about the black splash. It's not worth playing a bunch of non-basics. Whip Flare, not likely we play it. The Swift Spear survives it. The Scrounger survives it. The Dinosaur survives it. And that's about it. 24. I guess that 16 land deck might be okay here. We could have used an actual Chandra. The 4 mana one would be best. But that's okay. 16, couple 5-drops, and mana sinks, which is not incredibly typical. And Hazaret is good if you can make your land drops. Oh, I always forget Siege Gang Commander is just 2 mana. It's because similar cards have been printed more recently that are a bit different. Well, anyway, easy deck to build, as long as we know which red cards aren't the best. If I had better cards left in my sideboard, I would probably play 15 lands because I'm greedy like that. But that is all we have. A straightforward, semi-spell-based red aggro deck. I'll keep this. But yeah, I have seen how good it is, and it reads more underwhelming than it plays. Because it reads slower. Like, compare it to On-Crop Crasher, which might win the game the turn it's played. What do we do here? Probably just play a 2-drop and cry that we didn't have Grim Lavamancer last turn. Smallest Tarmogoyf of all time. What is this? This is not a Tarmogoyf cube. Maybe it is. Maybe it's slow enough that Tarmogoyf is just like a 6-7. We have to remember we can't... Uh-oh. This might work out all right for us. They're going to get us to sacrifice Cratermaker. And then we can kill Liliana with the Crasher without exerting it. If we draw that land, yeah, we do. Flamewake Phoenix would have also worked. But that might be a better trick later. Oh no, the Tarmogoyf is getting too big. It's already too big for me to kill. Oh no. This thing gets out of hand. I was making fun of this stupid Tarmogoyf, but it's just too good. Exquisite Firecraft can kill it, but only if nothing else happens. Come on, nothing else happened? They're going to instant speed kill the Crasher. No? Okay, sweet. Got to be careful with exert creatures to not attack all when you mean to exert it. I have done that a handful of times, and it was painful every time. I'm just getting them a bit lower here. Carnage Tyrant, okay. A fair magic card. Hexproof makes attacking into that unwise. I don't want to see them gain any life, but I think this turn we just want to try to get a little more damage in. Oh, this has to attack. Well, I'm glad they don't have a reach creature. We got to get them down. We got to get them down to 6 somehow. Maybe Lavamancer will help us. 7. They can try to kill us in 2 turns. Eventually we can block this, but that's slow going. Pelucranos. Ouch. Hmm. How does this work? We're going to do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're 1 damage short here, unless they play a creature. Or fail to kill the Phoenix. I think we're okay. If it's only Pelucranos we have to worry about, I think we're okay here. This thing can't block. Right, and we're gonna lose the Lavamancer because we're gonna chump block with it. But if we can attack with the Phoenix, we have 6 points of burn in hand, and we get them to 7 here. It looks like they're going to kill the Ferocidon. Yeah. Does this thing get trample? No, it doesn't get trample. So if they're really good, they'll kill the Phoenix and the Lavamancer. No, they're going to kill the Ferocidon, so looks like we win. Yeah, if they killed the wrong one. Oh. Well, now they definitely lose. I don't think mutagenic growth is in this format. Well, they're not expecting 6 damage from us this turn, to be fair, so they think they're doing all right. Don't kill it. They already played their land. Incinerate you. Lightning strike you. Lavamance you. Nice. How are we feeling tonight? Cube time. We're feeling good. We're feeling red. I prefer to feel blue, but what can you do? I almost tried to go into blue. We never lose. We almost lose. Sometimes we lose. I was trying so hard not to go red that I only have enough red cards to make a red deck without a sideboard. I even tried to go into black. But yeah, someone else was, other people were just picking up fixing and stuff. So you get cornered into this deck sometimes. Flame Slash might not be great. This hand might not be great. I think we have to mulligan it. This hand is even worse, and it's a lot worse. Okay. Pyromancer and Mizzium Mortars. Hopefully their first play isn't a 5/5 like last game. Or killing my Pyromancer. Yeah, the first 2 hands were too bad. The first hand had the best chance of winning. This is worse than the first hand. I mean, it could be better if we draw right, but the point of the first hand was it was definitely going to be good if we drew correctly. Reasonably. 2 chances to draw a land, basically. It's just that Hazoret looked really bad in that hand. It's something else. Sakura Tribe Elder. I'm not even gonna try to kill that. Attack, like, giving them the option of killing my thing sucks. Attacking into it, it's just no good. Mizzium Mortarsing it just gets us a 1/1. There's no good play there that involves dealing with that thing. Chupacabra killing Pyromancer. Well, that's an easy 2-for-1 on an already ridiculous board. But we can kill their 2/2 with Mizzium Mortars and attack for 5. And the kind of thing we need to draw now is Hapatra. Hapatra? No, not Hapatra. Whatever the other god is. Hazoret. I knew it was an H name, but Hapatra is not even a god. Alright. Good job, Mutavault. 7/6 hexproof trample. I mean, if they play any big monster, it's looking grim. Gain 7 life, find a creature. Yeah, well, that's pretty good too. We get to see what creature they get, so fun. They are celebrating after 2-for-1ing us on the... They were on the play, so I guess we drew 1 extra card. But on our mulligan to 5. Mulligan to 5 put 2 lands on the bottom, still have more lands than spells. Grizzlebrand. Is Dark Ritual in this format? Well, Rampaging Ferocidon is pretty good against Grizzlebrand. You know, assuming they don't draw removal. They lose a life, then they lose 7 life. Not that they can cast it yet. Oh no! I wonder if we sacrifice Mutavault here. No, we just sacrifice Scrounger. Also, we don't have anything that can kill the Shieldred. Interesting. Very interesting. We're going to be taking a lot. And they get the Chupacabra back. It looks like this game is very over. So much for never losing. We can get 4 damage in on them here. Then they can double block the Ferocidon. Yeah, attack with this Goblin. So they'll block Mutavault and take 4. To 11. Then Chupacabra comes in. They go to 10. I wonder what they'll kill. Probably Ferocidon, but just because they're going to cast Grizzlebrand this turn, and that's pretty good. Then we get to sacrifice our Goblin. I guess that was kind of the advantage of the Mutavault. We win in spirit. That's right. Our red spirit will not be denied. Oh no. Is there any... We would need like active treason here to do anything. We might actually win with active treason. Maybe even not though. Flamewake Phoenix doesn't do enough. Has to attack. And our Goblin has to attack. So this is not winnable. That was game 2 though. Oh, interesting. I thought that was game 3, honestly. But I'm always getting that wrong. Cool. We got that first game. And we have much better chance on the play. So they don't get their 7 drop down. Like, we might be able to kill them before they do that. Our removal is awful. This is why I hate Flame Slash and Shivan Fire and Mizium Mortars even. It doesn't kill any of the creatures we need to kill. But yeah, we can't let them get a 7 drop down. And it's not like they can do a turn 2 Grizzlebrand because this isn't Legacy Cube. There's no ridiculously fast reanimation. And we have no sideboard. So that's the state of things. If we were against a lot of like Llanowar Elves, we could put in Shivan Fire. Whip Flare is never going to be good. Splashing Black is too difficult for the payoff. But maybe we won't have to mulligan to Oblivion. I can see keeping this. It's not great, but it's better than our last first hand. Last first hand. We need to draw some lands. If we keep drawing lands and can get Hazoret attacking, that's really good. But Goblin Guide would be so much better than Siege Gang Commander here. Goodness. Come on. Hopefully this survives and we can get one token off of it. Is that so much to ask? Or better yet, draw land. Tarmogoyf. Let's Magma Jet that thing before it gets out of hand. And then try to find land here. It'll already be a 1-2 when we're trying to kill it. Land. Alright, top. Cool deal. Yeah, this went from like pretty bad to almost definitely a win. Of course, there are some damnations and things that'll really put them back. Put them back in it. Shoot, well, maybe land isn't so good. On-crop crasher, Rabble Masta, and some other junk. Liliana, that's probably a sideboard card from them. If we play Rabble Master, we can come in with Young Pyromancer and then put them at 18. But then we'll have 3 creatures for next turn when we play Crasher and Lavamancer. Yeah, it's not worth it to do Crasher this turn. I don't think Pyromancer's that good here either. I should have done this second main. Yeah, they have 1 life more now that we did it this way. I thought better of attacking with Pyromancer. It's probably just going to be better later. This might have been enough to stabilize them. Ooh. Fight Pepper. Enjoy your dinner. Or enjoy getting it. Or something. I'm surprised they killed the Elemental. Because the Rabble Master... Like, it has the downside that it has to attack every turn, but it pumps our Rabble Master. They might just kill it. They're killing Pyromancer, which is fine. We don't have any way to make it better. Alright, let's go Crasher. Always yield to that. And we'll exert the Crasher, because I don't want them to kill anything here. They take 9. And the Lavamancer makes it tougher for them to block anything next turn. Plus, if we draw the next land, this doesn't give our goblins haste, right? Yeah, so it's not like... I don't know what we'll do next turn. Maybe Hazoret if we draw land, because then we can come in with Hazoret. And then we can hold up Lavamancer. Because regardless of if we attack with our Rabble Master, we will definitely have to attack with our goblins to give them some life back. They drew a land, we stumbled a bit, so did they. Of course, this deck is much better on 2 mana than theirs is. Well, they had some good draws against us early, but Maelstrom Pulse to kill the Crasher. What? The Crasher was already dealt with. You fool. Don't you know that? Didn't anyone tell you that? 8. I think we do not attack with Rabblemaster. Then they lose Liliana. They lose Liliana either way. I think they take more damage overall like this. They'll definitely block Rabblemaster. Yeah. Cool. I guess we won. I guess we won. They didn't even make me figure it out. I mean, it's pretty bad for them either way, but nice. Burst Lightning. Shock. Shocking. Is it going to be a red deck? No, another green deck. Probably not green-black. Well, that's interesting. You're supposed to always bolt the bird. Let's do it. Lavamancer. If we could have bolted it next turn with Lavamancer, that would have been really appealing, but there's just no way we could have done that. Jet. Pyromancer. Getting close, though. Oh, it is black-green again. The same person. No, white-green. Bant. Or 5-color. Or who knows? Nobody knows. See if they have counter magics. Or if we really screwed them up with the Pilgrim. Now, there aren't many flash creatures that win combat here. There's like 3/1 flyers and stuff. Path to Exile, that's fine. Comes in tapped. That is absolutely fine with me. I'm not expecting too much counter magic. Not without double blue. There could be some, though. Porphyros is not that good here. Get Sword down. Get this guy down. If we did this in the opposite order, we get 2 more damage off Porphyros, but this gives us more options next turn. Sure, we can't pump our Pyromancer, but we can strike and then shock. Or equip and then strike. Synergy, too. Discard a card with the Pyromancer. Use that for the Lavamancer. Combo. Not Thragtusk. Anything but Thragtusk. Dragonlord Ojutai. Okay, so I know what this deck is. They're definitely playing... Oh, protection from white? Oh, that's so good. That is so good here. Where do we put that? I guess we put it on this thing. Four, take 7, and then hold up our stuff. Yeah, this is well worth it. Yeah, they're going to be playing Batterskull, because that's the big combo with Ojutai. Hopefully they draw a bunch of cards here. Oh, it is a lot more blue than I thought. Tamio. Tamio to keep Pyromancer tapped. We can re-equip, so that's not too big of a deal. Sure. And then, how do we play this? I think it's 3 damage to them, and then 5 damage to them. So Lightning Strike you. Re-equip Sword, and they might concede to this. Yeah. Sweet. I mean, if they have no interaction. They do have Karn. Thanks for showing me, I guess. What it could have been is, I don't know. Sometimes these things move around in a weird way. So next turn we were pretty screwed if they had 1 more mana. Is that the point? Alright, well, we'll lose this game. I love that we had main deck protection from Ojutai. We don't have any, like, anti-artifact card either. No Abrade. We saw a couple of those cards. But we're much more likely to lose on the draw. Because we just barely beat Karn coming down. Pilgrim. Come on, shock. They were so close. We might have been able to beat Karn, though. It exiles our sword, but we still had a shock. Oh, great. We can just barely kill this thing. Yeah, I guess we Magma Jet the Ooze. We could do, well, can't do that on upkeep for sure. Magma Jet that thing. I almost want to kill the Pilgrim here, but of course that's even worse. Crater Maker kills Karn. And the Commander is too expensive. I don't know if we need Crater Maker, but whatever, we have it. We already have a 6-drop here. Thrun can't be countered, has hexproof, and all kinds of good stuff. Menace is good against that. Yeah, see, we're already so far behind. A shock might have caught us up, but the hand was a bit awkward. Yeah. Ooh, now they're getting aggressive. I was gonna say, no blue this game. Ojutai, Looter Ilkor. It's not that good. We really need 6 mana this game. Gain some life. Oh, shoot! Oh, no! If it's a land, I quit. Oh, I should not have played land first. Alright, well, it's good that we exiled that, because we need to draw land next turn. But it was a mistake. It was not the best play I've ever made. We could have 6 next turn. I'm going to go Pyromancer and Lavamancer. And they can't block this because Menace and Looter is not a blocker. So we're still kind of racing here. Yeah, I think this is turning into a race. They might kill me before I can kill them. But if they don't hold up regeneration for Thrun, Mizzium Mortars does wipe their whole board on 6 mana. They get to loot here, which is fine. They get to do 10, which is fine, I guess. I can always chump later. Noble Hierarch. Wow, that's everything. And there's land. So we need to survive 1 turn here. How do we do that? Yeah, I think we go Crater Maker. Yeah, they're probably gonna have regeneration for Thrun always. I'm not going to attack with Ire Shaman. I mean, we're pretty low here. We're not as low as I thought, though. Yeah, I'm just... No, I should attack with Ire Shaman. I should. Cool. Okay, go. And we'll probably use Pyromancer to discard Firecraft. I wish that could deal with Thrun. Can't be prevented, but that's not exactly how Thrun works. Looter. Do they like the card in hand? Who knows? Nobody knows. I need to survive with as little life as possible this turn. And then hopefully they just don't have much left. Or I could try to kill Looter, because I don't want their hand getting much better. So yeah, here's how we do it. We block here and here. We sacrifice this to kill this. It persists. Then we kill this thing, so they don't get the loot this turn. And then last but not least, I'll just go to damage, so we don't take any life, or damage, or whatever. Play another small creature. Oh, it's Ojutai! Oh my god! Please, land! 2 chances to draw land. No. Okay, land off the top. Yes! We kill everything. It's all dead. Oh no. Everything's dead. Thrun is dead. Ojutai's dead. Pilgrim's dead. Wow. Oh, this card can be a beast sometimes. I can't believe they drew Ojutai. If we lose this now, I don't know what to tell you. If we lose it, it was still worth it. Would do it again. Hydroid Krasis on 2. Gain 1 life. Draw a card. Flying. Pretty neat. We've got Menace. I don't think we need to kill that thing. That thing has to attack. I could just attack with everything here. Yeah, I think that's the best bet. Get everything into play this turn. No blockers for the Krasis. And they only have 1 free block on the Goblin. That doesn't matter. Eight damage if they... Well, they're not going to take all 8. They want to keep their 2/2 alive, which is fair, because they risk taking a lot more from Rabble Master. Especially since we have Mutavault. Well, don't wrath me, please. Tomio's pretty good. What does that keep tapped here? Maybe Ire Shaman? That would make a lot of sense. Oh, draw a bunch of cards. No, that can't be right. But I guess they might be dead anyway. You keep this tapped. You block Rabblemaster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'd still be dead. Cool. They would still be dead there. But is there something in their deck that can stop us for free? I mean, it had to be over after wrathing their entire board, plague winding them. Yeah, we'll keep this. This gives us a 3-2 pretty early. And if that hits twice, I mean, it's almost half their life, right? Scrounger into Crasher. Plus some burn. A well-rounded hand, if not a perfect one. I always want to see that turn 1 Goblin Guide. We've played against green every time so far. You do lose some variety playing League. Does the red help us much? We don't necessarily want them to know we have Field of Ruin. I'll play the Scrounger. That might be worth playing 1 black source for. Probably not. Everyone has Sakura Tribelder, and everyone has green. We could crash into it. No, we'll save Crasher for an actual blocker. So this turn we can go Swift Spear and Crater Maker. I mean, we already know what they're going to do. They're going to block the Scrounger, sacrifice the Elder. Let's see. And then they're going to play Thrun, and our Crasher does nothing. Oh well. Oh well. Red needs some more anthems. I go to 19. Yeah, Elder is so good against aggro. Because now they're at 4 mana on turn 3. Oh no, and Cultivate. So they're going to be on 6 mana on turn 4. 2 ahead. Because they get the... blue-green. Alright. Porphyros. Don't counter it, please. Mythic Red Artifact thing. I've seen a bunch of the spoilers from Eldraine, but no, I think I missed that. But I can link to Mythic Spoiler here and take a look while we wait. Mythic Red Artifact. Maybe I did see it. There are some crazy ones. Clackbridge Troll, it's already good enough. But then it's like, oh, not only does it tap the troll, but you gain 3 life and draw a card. So it's like, oh, so I really just have to beat an 8/8 trample with my 3 goats. It's like, yep, that's right. But that's not good enough. Let's give it haste, too. Power creep. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be here. Where is it? Legendary Embercleave. 6 mana for a flash. And what? It comes in immediately to the creature? Yeah. +1/+1 double strike and trample. And you can do it on combat for 2 red. Well, that's a cube staple. Get ready to be mono red every cube. Holy bonkers. That's some ridiculous trick right there. You do it on defense in the late game. You kill their creature, then you kill them. Oh no. And then on offense, it costs 2 mana. Okay. Well, this is gonna die. They're just dead on board, though, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 10 if we kill the Oracle. Prowess. I don't just want to. I don't just want it not to block. I want to kill it dead. We have a good sideboard option against this, which is Shivan Fire. And I'm going to cut a mountain for it, even though that seems like a really bad plan. I'm going to do it anyway. And this time I'm not going to mess up Ire Shaman. It's like, I know exactly how to play it. My brain knows how to play it. But the other part of my brain that's responsible for making the plays doesn't care. It says, I'm going to play my land first. Yes, it does. Mizium Mortar's very good against them. There's got to be something I can cut. Porphyros. We got to get Porphyros to do something, though, right? 15 lands with this. Yeah, it's still okay. I think 15 lands is fine with this curve, especially since we brought in an early play, and we're going to be on the draw. If I lose this game, I'll go back to 16 lands for sure. I don't know what I'll cut, because I still want a lot of early things to kill their elves. And Shivan Fire is a 1 mana answer to that Oracle of Moldiah. Maybe I cut Sword of War and Peace when I go up to 17. Really nice. This is an A- hand. Possibly even an A. Definitely not S. Drink your fill, satyr. Yahaha. Yeah, the cards are just stupid. They're just like, let's add some more junk. I'm a little sad that standard draft sets are getting so powerful. I would rather the cards were, like, not even simpler, but just a little less powerful. Play land first here. Threat of activation. Don't have any haste, so we just attack here. And the Emerald Circle. No wonder they drafted green. And then we'll just develop with his as powerful creatures as we can. Because blue-green will not have wrath effects. And I don't think we have upheaval here. Oh. Well, that's really bad for me. But drawing that is nice. Drawing that's really nice. We could Magma Jet it and then play Grim Lavamancer. Or we could attack with Rabblemaster. Or rather, play Rabblemaster. I say. Thing is, if we draw land naturally next turn, we'll have Porphyros with Rabblemaster, and that's hard to break up. But we'll be able to untap with Lavamancer this turn if we Magma Jet. I think we attack with both here. Yeah, it keeps the damage getting in. Which one do you think they'll block? They're going to block this guy. Oh god, does it have some other thing? No. Some like damage prevention spell or something. Pyromancer on the bottom, we can dismiss it and put the land on top. Alright, that keeps our stuff. Read this one when you get a second. We're just not getting a second here. Robber of the Rich. 2 mana, 2/2. Reach. Haste. Yeah, red gets reach sometimes. That's funny. And I guess it's upside down, so there you go. when it attacks, if defending player has more cards than you, exile the top card of their library. During any turn you attacked with a rogue, you may cast that card and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. So it's a Gonti style thing. Oh, these things keep getting bigger and bigger. Well, I can attack with Satyr this turn. And that'll get 2 damage in. And then we cast Porphyros. If they monstrosity this thing for 2, that gets pretty bad. Porphyros or Rabblemaster. The thing is, they might kill Rabblemaster off the bat. So I'm going to do Porphyros here. It also keeps us open to playing 2 creatures next turn. It's a funny trigger, though. They've never had a trigger. Like, Gonti was unconditional. You could always play the spell you stole. This one is like, regardless of whether this thing dies, you can play the spell if you've attacked with any rogue. So, you know, hopefully there just aren't that many rogues. Oh, Oracle. And no land? If they have no land follow-up, that's really good for us. And thank God these guys aren't goblins, because Rabblemaster gets really bad there. They don't get a land. I'm so sorry. Also, you're so dead. Oh no. So what do we do here? I guess we kill Oracle and play Rabblemaster. We got to do this pre-combat. Again, we could kind of tempt them into blocking Satyr. But that's, yeah, it's looking good for us. Got to kill that Oracle. I mean, we could try to get lucky, but that's kind of weak, I think. And I also think it's pretty weak to attack with the Satyr here. So we'll just attack with our Goblin, let them eat it. Every time the Goblin comes in, they lose 2, and they can only monstrosity Pelucranos for X's 2 next turn, maximum. No, they can't even do that because they're drawing a non-land. Nope. They can only kill 1. They can only kill one of our small guys. And yeah, it looks good. I'm over-analyzing just a very tough position that they're in. Look, it's the Battle of not Innistrad. Ithaca, no. Oh, Ronus. Well, I guess this thing is active. Theros, the Battle of Theros. Greek and Egyptian monsters abound. Well, yeah, not much more we can do here. We can just chill them out with the Ferocidon and then, I don't know. Indestructible. Ronus is pretty good. Indestructible. Irish Shaman's good here. Any creature we play is going to be good. Puts them to 8. Six. And does attacking here do anything? Satyr, attack with that. I mean, they can just block 2 things, so no, I don't think that does anything. Block this with Ronus. Because why risk anything else on it? I'm glad we actually got Porphyros to win us a game, because it's really hard to attack into these legendary monsters. But not even a Hydra can contend with the god of the Forge. Porphyros on high. Wait, let me read that again, Bury Nerds. Whenever it attacks... The problem with the Robber of the Rich, though... Well, yeah, you'll get it to attack because it has haste. But they can block it. Yeah, maybe you get it twice. I just don't know how many rogues are in the set because it's pretty fragile. And if they can kill it before you play the card, which is likely, and what, it only gets their top card, right? You're not, I mean, Gonti chooses. Gonti's still way better than this. But this is like a fixed version of Gonti, I think. And anyway, you only look at 1 card. But you get to play it? I don't know. Looks like they're just dead here. But just to be sure... Hopefully we get a... Well, it doesn't matter what we get. We can Exquisite Firecraft them and something comes into play. Very, very awkward. Oh, even Porphyros is alive. Nice. 3-0.